couple of surprise nations over in the last 16 in the AFCON, and it's Namibia up against Angola. Who's going to go through? We're going to take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. Today we're taking a look at Angola taking on Namibia over in the AFCON, and we'll get to that in a second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button, bang it, all things AFCON related, Blab and Rose related, world football related. We're all here, boys. And in a bloody car. We're in a car. We're, of course, predicting the AFCON last 16. And hopefully we're going to get them spot on the nose. That's right. We're taking a look at this zing-zong affair here between Angola and Namibia. And we'll get to it in a second. Big shout out to my VIPs. You know who you are. They are the patrons, of course. If you want to help out the channel, check out the links down below. So let's get into it, of course, and take a little look at the match itself. It is Namibia. It is Angola. Or should I say Angola versus Namibia, of course, locking horns. This coming Saturday, the 27th of January now. These two sides will be locking horns at the Stade de la Paix, of course. But let's remind ourselves how we got to this stage. We're going to take a look at Namibia first, who qualified as Group C runners-up way back when, on the 12th of September 2023. It's their fourth finals. 2019 was their last, and they've never, ever made it out of the group stages until today. That's right. Colin Benjamin, the manager, build him a statue. They will come. Peter Shaluli is your star man, 201 to go the distance. Group stages was my prediction. How bad was I at that? Well, to be honest with you, I can't stand. I've got to stand by it because they squeaked through, didn't Namibia? And we'll have a look at that right now. Of course, qualified as actually not too shabby in the end when you look at the results. The 0-0 draw against Ghana, that was a pre-season, whatever. They did beat Tunisia. Big important win. That was their only goal. That only goal was enough, and it was late to get them through to the 3-pointer against Tunisia. They did get spanked, though, by South Africa. Big-time spanking. And that's where my sort of insight to where Namibia are at this stage. South Africa ain't no... They're not Argentina. They're not going to win this competition. But they spanked Namibia. And that's the sort of level I believe Namibia are at. No disrespect to them. I'd love to see them go through, of course. A big Nyambe fan, of course, at the back there. But they did pick themselves up with a 0-0 draw against Mali, who did top the table with just 5 points. We'll elaborate on that another day. Let's take a look at the Namibians then. We've got Zuba between the sticks, Gerbhardt, Autamnyenya, Kapramira, Nyambe, Shetembe, Hanamoobs, Petrus, Hoto, Muzu, and Tajuza up top. But what about the opposition? Then Angola qualified as Group E runners-up way back in the 7th of September 2023. So their 9th finals. 2019 was their last. They have made it to the quarterfinals twice, back in 2008 and 2010. Pedro Goncalves, your manager, Mbala Nzola, the star man. 150 to 1 to go the distance. Again, I did predict a group stage exit for Angola, but guess what? I am wrong. Big time, of course, with these two. Angola did top the group in Group D. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And a difficult group, which, of course, Burkina Faso were in there. Algeria in there. Algeria just didn't show up, did they? 1-1 draw, of course, against Algeria in the opening match. Picked it up with a 3-2 win over Machiana, of course, and then wrapped it up with a 2-0 win over Burkina Faso. Yet to taste defeat Angola, and they, of course, have landed themselves in a good spot in the bracket to go quite far in this competition. So we'll see just how good they are in this one. Taking on Namibia, though, Mbulu between the sticks, Freddie, Gaspar, Buatu, To, Augusto, Milson, Kilano, Mbulu, Show, and Lavombo up top. That's, of course, an expected lineup for Angola. Let's take a look at the numbers there. Now, these two sides have not played each other, according to my data. So this will be the first time they've locked horns in recent times anyway. Angola, 67% form for them right now. Back-to-back wins for them. Haven't lost in the last 6. Up against the Namibian side on 50% form for them, winning 2, losing 2, and drawing 2 over the last 6. Of course, the goals for Angola coming from Mbulu. He's got a couple of goals so far. Gelson Dalav as well has got a couple of goals. The one and only goal for Namibia has come from Dion Hoto, that header in the go-to game against Tunisia. That's right. But let's take a look at the public vote. It is out there. 78% have gone with Angola. Just 22% have gone with Namibia, of course. But the bookies have gone Angola 6-5 for the victory here. 13-5 is Namibia. They are underdogs, massively underdogs in my eyes. And 2-1, dragging it out through, of course, extra time and more. Again, the vote is out there. It's early doors on that vote. But what about me on this one? I'd love to see a Namibia victory on this one, but I'm going to go with just a narrow win for Angola. I do think they're better than a 1-0 win. I think they could probably win 2 or 3-0, but Namibia are going to park the bus. They're going to try and stick it out as long as they can, and maybe even drag it into penalties. Because if it goes to the penalties, then who knows about this Namibian side? They could do a Greece and go the distance and become shock African nation winners. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be an Angolan victory, and they'll go through to a last 8. And I guess who will they play? We'll have to wait and see. But until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up, catch you later for the next one. But until then, we're done right here, right now.